Welcome to Section 2, the role of a UK police officer. I think it's important that everybody has an opportunity to review what is and what isn't the role of a police officer before they apply for this position. Trust me, being a police officer isn't all about fast cars, catching bad guys and all the sexy stuff that you see on TV, and that's the problem really, is that what TV does, and this is where most people's impressions of a job come from, is it gives us this distorted perception that it's all high adrenaline and fast-paced activity. Yes, you do get a fair proportion of that, obviously depending on where you're stationed, but also the police service offers a lot of challenges in terms of, one, there's a lot of paperwork, and I mean a lot of paperwork for you to get through. They continually try and reduce that amount of information that you have to fill out via forms or on computer documents, more so these days. But there is a tremendous amount of paperwork you have to complete in terms of all of your activities on a day-to-day basis. You will be getting involved in all sorts of different things, and that's one of the major things that a lot of people find most attractive in terms of becoming a police officer. No 2 days are the same. You have some very similar incidents to go to, but they're never exactly the same. So what you'll find is very varied. It can be quite a stressful role, but it's highly rewarding and very, very enjoyable. But what are the main core functions for you as a constable when you first join? Well, when you go to work and every day you put on your uniform, the main purpose of your role is to make the life of your community and those around you safer and more secure, and essentially to make the place where you patrol or where you live potentially just a better place all round. You're going to go through a very, very intensive training program with the police service, some of the best training you will ever receive. And what your main priorities are is to, one, protect the public from violence, to also be part of a reassuring presence within the community. Just by being there, people see police officers and they go, we know we're safe, and that's kind of part of just being out there, being on patrol, being proactive, but also just being seen. A lot of your job will be involved with looking after the victims of crime and also helping those that witness crimes as well, and you become very much along the lines of a social worker or somebody, to a certain point, a shoulder to cry on when you're at an incident. So you've got to have a lot of humanity and a lot of tact and diplomacy in terms of how you deal with people. You'll be investigating crimes using what they call a mixture of cutting-edge technology and also some time-proven traditional methods, questioning people, interviews, searching, forensics capture. You'll be doing all sorts of different things, and it's a very challenging but rewarding position to be in. You'll be liaising closely with other services and agencies in terms of a joined up approach. It's very important nowadays that, particularly with the stretched position that police service, the ambulance service, the fire brigade, councils are all in, that everybody comes together and works together in trying to improve the community and the neighbours that surround you. And you'll be making the community a safer place. One of your major roles is also to bring criminals to justice, catching the bad guys, and ladies as well. And essentially your job is to collate as much information and evidence as possible to make sure that, one, when they go to court, that it's a fair trial, but also that the right decision is made by the judge and or the jury.